Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the FV217 Badger, a Tier 10 British collector tank destroyer, a vehicle that was the worst performing Tier 10 at one point, and it is now the best. Yesterday, I broke into the Leopard 1, talking about how, statistically, it's the worst vehicle currently when it comes to the average player in the game. This vehicle, when it comes to the average player in the game, is the best on win rate, so yeah. Why is the Badger so good? Well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, its gun is amazing. It has 3,856 damage per minute, which makes it the highest in Tier 10 paired with the Object 263. The gun has decent dispersion at .317, although don't let that number fool you. This tank has the worst on-movement dispersion in Tier 10, even worse than a 183. And what that means is when you turn the tank to the right or the left, its gun massively blooms. It's like throwing a watermelon at somebody and trying to hit their head accurately. It's not very accurate at all. Aiming time is also pretty poor at 3.6 seconds, so that's the major killer of the Badger's gun, is that it misses a lot of shells, especially on the move, at mediums or anything in front of you. Keep that in mind. But to make up for that, the Badger has great pen at 280 on the standard and 370 on the premium. That means you're never going to struggle with penetrating enemy opponents, especially because I should point out I'm running Rammer on this vehicle, so if I was running Cali, I'd have like 390 pen on the premium. It's really, really impressive amounts of penetration. The average damage is nice, 460, although I will say the HE is a bit lame at 550. I really wish it was that glorious 600 that it does carry on any other, 128mm to, well, I guess it is a 123mm, but still, I do feel like the gun should have 600 HE alpha, judging that all other similar alpha guns do. When it comes to mobility, it's 34 kilometers per hour forward as a top speed and 12 in reverse, but it does carry really good traverse speed at 45 degrees a second. So, statistically, when you take a look at the Badger, you can start to see some of the reasons why it's so powerful. Highest DPM in the game, decent top speed of 34, and also add in that ridiculous traverse speed, and it makes sense, but we're going to showcase why it's so strong in some gameplay here. 60 TP, E100, and 48 pattern, alright. I mean, shouldn't matter too much what we fight in this tank, as it is so strong, although positioning is a very important factor to this vehicle. We can see that they have the 60 and E100, so I would expect them to drive towards base A. If they don't, well, they're going against protocol, but I'm going to go down towards base A and see if we can work these guys pretty well. Neither of those vehicles really have enough DPM to counter me, although what they do have is alpha and actually pretty decent pen. I also need to be very careful about crossing here. Hopefully nothing is going to shoot me in the side, and it looks like we made that crossing a-okay. I don't like the design of this map and the fact that you can get punished crossing there, even though it's not really your fault. There's not much you can do about it, but oh well. We got the Waffenträger in the back, and okay, well, I'm not seeing too much of heavies yet. Oh, there you go. SU-122's in the back as well, and you could see just for about half a second there the giant watermelon of this aiming circle when you're on move. But I'll show it a little bit better here. Just look at the size of that aiming circle. I mean, it is quite large for something that it shouldn't be that large on. Now, it appears that a lot more tanks than what I have wanted are coming towards this side of the map, like the Patton, which I unfortunately allowed to cross that, but didn't really have much of a choice. The Patton is going to poke me. Unfortunately, we do not pen him, but we still tracked him, which is going to stop this Patton from being able to do really anything to us. I'm going to continue to back up, get a nice shell into the Patton, angle my hull there, get a nice bounce from him again, and let's see. Come on, Patton, what are you going to do? Aw, what the heck? I have no clue how he even hit me. That made no sense. Well, they lose. I can tell you that for almost a fact at this point, because they all sent their team to one flank on the map. But the problem is they can't hold this flank. They are trapped here. Even if I don't get that much damage out, our mediums have already captured base C and B, and I'm going to capture base A. And I don't think they can win this. I think it's actually impossible for their team to pull out a victory at this point. So there you go. I've captured base A now. We are already up to 550 on the base cap. And, yeah, I'm just going to chill here. I mean, their team's going to have a very hard time pushing if I'm sitting here. There's one shell into the 60 TP, and now let's back up, and this is exactly what I want. I want to distract the 60. Let's go for another shell into the 60 TP. Another nice slapperoonie there. And then maybe we can get a shell into this Patton if he keeps crossing. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Nice shot into the Patton as well for 470. And the 100's going to come over here, but nothing I have to worry about. Should point out we're up to 710 on the base capture. So what I'm going to do right now is called the old jumpy offie. So I'm going to kill the C50, and then I'm just going to jump off. Like, yes? Oh my god, he max rolled me. Well, never mind. I was going to say yes, we got hit pretty hard. But we got max rolled is what we got hit by. But look at the base cap. It still does not matter. We have so much base cap at this point that their team physically cannot win this game. We're going to aim in an HE shell on the Badger. Unfortunately, it does not kill him. But again, doesn't matter. At this point, we have too much base cap, and there you go. 1,000 on the base cap. So I called this was going to be an easy win rate at the beginning. When you lemming train and send all of your tanks down one straight alleyway, sure, you might clear the tanks that are at that alleyway, but you're not going to do anything else. And that's exactly what we witnessed there. I was able to hold long enough, do my job, not only deal over 3,000 damage, but capture base and come out with a victory. So I can't complain at all. Unfortunately, that 60 did get that 850 max roll into my rear. Honestly, I didn't think that 60 was going to be fast enough to get there, but oh well. We learned our lesson. Doesn't matter too much, though, because we still did our job, came out with a victory, and we carried the team. Well, we didn't carry them, but we held long enough so that our team could win on base capture, is the best way to word it. So that was a pretty decent performance from the Badger. You can see where the gun feels very nice. I should also point out, because the new update just released, I do not like the gun noises. I don't know what you guys think of them, but to me, I don't really like the gun noises that just got released. Here we are, second battle, and we are in Alpenstadt. A decent map for the Badger. What do we have up against us? IS-7, T-57 Heavy, Contra Car 1 Mark II, and possibly the YAG going to town. I would actually say that the YAG is also equally as strong as the Badger nowadays, especially after its armor buff. The thing is really, really hard to counter. We have a V4, which will be nice, because hopefully the V4 just kind of takes the shots, and then I can farm off of him. I mean, that's all you're really supposed to do in a V4, so I guess we'll find out. I'm going to make my way into the front line now. And you'll notice, by the way, the power to weight on the Badger is pretty good. We're chilling here at 34 kilometers per hour, which is the top speed. I still think that the Badger is not the fastest tank when it comes to power to weight, but it does get up to top speed, which is very, very nice. Now, we've got a decent chunk of tanks on the medium side, so what I'm hoping I'm going to do here is I'm going to go towards A wide, and try and stop the enemy from getting into here, because if you can stop the enemy from getting into A, then you can also just basically hold. By the way, that right there is a perfect example of the Badger's not great on movement dispersion. We unfortunately missed that shell on the on that player there. We also just got shot for 470 by a tank I couldn't even see. I don't even know what it was. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's shooting me. They've got maybe I don't know, there's something camping in their spawn. Maybe the 57 Heavy, and he high-rolled beam both shells. If I got high-rolled both shells from the 57 Heavy, the amount of frustration... Oh, Badger gun! Why do you do this to me? Alright, let's try this again. There you go. Finally a connecting shell into the IS-7. And, yeah, you can definitely see the Badger gun has its fair share of downsides. It really does. And, wow, it was the 57 Heavy. I cannot believe that. The 57 Heavy high-rolled me for 470 and then, like, 450. I actually thought it was a high-alpha vehicle shooting me. Now, this YAG, I was actually expecting to penetrate me, but the YAG did not, which is really good news for me, because I'm just going to drive... Oh, boy. 537. I don't even know what to say. The amount of high rolls the enemy team has been getting on me is insane. Well, I'm just going to back up. I'm getting absolutely RNG'd like crazy here. I'm going to sit as hull down as I physically can against this enemy team, because I can't do anything else. So yeah, we're just going to sit here. And let's see, we got that YAG, who we did get a nice pen into. There you go, nice penetration. And I'm still a little worried that this YAG will just go right through my armor. But he didn't, which is nice. And there you go. Nice pen into the IS-7. But we still lost 350 hit points to that YAG with an HE shell, which is a little nasty if you ask me. So I can't really do anything at this point. The YAG will kill me if he pokes, because I can't take an HE shell from him. I'm hoping what happens here is this IS-7 sends me, because I don't think this IS-7 will be able to pen me. So let's get one pen into his vehicle and make sure that he cannot see my lower plate. There you go, and nice. We bounce the IS-7. I'm just hoping that he rushes me. That's what I want right now. I want this IS-7 to think that he can rush me. Let's go for a shot into his side, and then let's just turn... Oh, what? Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was an unfortunate loss in the Badger. I do not know. I actually do not know how that IS-7 penned me there. But you can see some of the downsides on this tank. First of all, HE, it's very prone to destroying the front of this tank. That Yag shot me for, what, 350 with an HE? That's quite nasty. But not only does HE hurt this tank quite a bit, but I don't know, I guess getting high rolled also hurts it quite a bit. To be fair, we still did deal 3,660 damage, which is quite a lot, which was double the next highest on our team. So even though it looked like we didn't do that much that game, we did. We did a lot that battle. But you can see some of the parts of the Badger that are very frustrating for me as a player. The gun misses so many easy shots, like those tracking shots on the IS-7. Very, annoying, should I say. I want to watch that again. We all watched that IS-7 kill me, but I'm seriously confused on how he hit. It looked like my side he hit, even though his gun was not at my side. So let's watch this again. IS-7 rushes me, right? And man does not have my side. What is that, Wargaming? He hits there. Okay. I'm speechless. I am actually speechless. Welcome to World of Tank Splits, where even Wargaming doesn't know how to code. I'll see you in the next one. But the Badger is great, so I don't know. The Badger's a really good vehicle. You saw that we did get very unlucky with RNG. It looks like the 57 heavy Campton, their spawn, penned me twice and high-rolled both of the shells, which kind of sucked. And then we missed a couple shells, which we should have penned. So we easily could have dealt like 4,500, maybe even 5,000 damage this game if we just didn't get unlucky. But, well, that's the way RNG do be. I'll see you in the next one.